Hey, it's Joe Amoia, founder and creator of GPSforlove.com. Welcome back to the second part of today's video. Well, if you haven't guessed it by now, I believe the answer you should have given is that you call the guy and ask him to reschedule. Now, before we get into the details of why I believe that's the best choice, I want you to look at your answer and I want you to examine it, because the answer that you give is a great indicator of what's going on for you at an unconscious level and how emotionally ready you are to be the partner that the man is looking for before he'll commit the rest of his life to you. So before I'm going to go into the obvious answer, which is calling and rescheduling, I want to explain why I don't believe the other two answers are the best for your long-term relationship success. So the first one is you just cancel the date. Well, I know some of you say, you know what, I'm going to do what I want to do. This is a trip. If he's the man, he'll wait for me. Well, you know what? Bad attitude, okay? Not the one that's going to work and give you a great relationship. When you simply cancel the date, when you make an agreement with someone, that shows a man that you have no integrity. It shows him that you're going to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it, without regards to what he feels. Now, I know you're saying, hold back now. Don't send me these emails. That, you know what, Joe, that's what guys do all the time, okay? Yes, that's what the boys do. Those are not the guys you get involved with. Those are not the guys you start relationships with, okay? I'm the first to admit that. But two wrongs don't make a right. So if you're going to be in a relationship, you need to respect your partner and keep your agreements with them. The second one is you simply go on the date. Now, I know some of you saying, yeah, but you know what? This could be the guy. I get it. If he is going to be the guy, he'll be the guy the next week. If he's not the guy the next week, then he simply wasn't the right guy for you. Part of being in a relationship is being emotionally healthy and knowing when to put yourself first. Okay, I call it healthy selfishness. So going on a date because you're afraid that the good guy is going to slip through your fingers, you're not operating from your power. You're operating from a place of fear. And it's never a good place to start off a relationship on. There's always room for both, but it's learning how to communicate and how to be that person. So very often I see this happens all the time. Well, you know what? I went on the date, I canceled my plans, and then, he was a jerk. Or, you know what? He screwed me over. He didn't show up. And it's kind of like the universe going, see, you should have did what felt right in your heart. You should have honored yourself first. Because when you honor yourself first in a healthy way and you communicate that, that's when you become really attractive to the right man. Because what he sees is, here's a woman that's not desperate or needy and looking for any guy, that she'll actually learn to take care of herself. And that's a good thing. So that's why I recommend that I'm sorry, long morning. That's why I recommend that you shouldn't go on the date if you really wanted to go to Florida. Okay. Now, the third scenario is simply call and reschedule. Okay. See if you can call and reschedule. Because, see, this is a great indicator of how you're going to be in a relationship. If you call up and say, hey, Bob, look, you know what? Here's the scenario. I know, we're supposed to go out and, we had a great connection. I'm really looking forward to going out with you, but I'm having a little bit of a problem here. My girlfriend called me up and says, she's got these tickets to Florida and we can go away for the weekend. And, it's something I'd really like to do, but I don't want you to think that I don't care about you and that I'm not honoring our agreement. I said that I would go out with you. What do you think? Would you be open to rescheduling? Now you give Bob the opportunity to show you what kind of a man he is. Okay. If he's the right man, he'll say, hey, look, you know what? Sound great. You know what? No problem. Go out, have a great time with your girlfriend. You know what? I'll be here next week when you get back. Okay. Now that's what the right man will do. The wrong man or a boy will say, well, you know what? I was really looking forward to going out with you. I moved my plans around, blah, 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 blah. You know what he's showing you? He's showing you it's all about him. Bad sign again. Remember, the red flags are always, always, always there. So if a guy is giving you a problem for a scenario that is supportive to your well-being and your happiness, guess what he's going to do when you're in a relationship for 6 months or you're married for 6 years? He's going to do the same shit. Okay. Not the kind of guy you want to be in a relationship. You want to be in a relationship with a guy who honors you and respects you as a woman and who understands you have your own life. So whew, deep breath. There was a lot here today. Okay. So now I want to hear your feedback after your answer and hearing my input. What do you think? Would you go back? Would you change your answer, or did you make the right choice from the beginning? Go ahead, put your question, comments, and feedback in the box below. As always, an honor and privilege to be with you. I'll see you next time. Much love.